Hello and welcome. My name is Biagio Mazza. I'm Pastoral Associate here at St. Sabina's Parish in Belton, Missouri. I'm here to welcome you to another Do You Know series. The question for today, and do you know why light is such a key symbol in our Easter celebration of baptism and throughout the entire Easter season? In order to understand why light is so significant, we have to understand what light is. And light is often, the only way we can usually understand light is when we contrast it with darkness. Light, in comparison to darkness, brings out, we're able to see, it dispels the darkness. Darkness usually associated with ignorance, lack of knowledge, lack of wisdom, and so on. Light bringing wisdom, knowledge, focus to our lives and dismissing the darkness. Light also is very crucial in our system of life in the cosmos. Without life, fertility doesn't happen. Without light, we do not move on and grow. And without light, we cannot see our path. Without light, we have no insight into what life is all about. All these connections to light, and light as a source of knowledge, wisdom, and insight, are connected, are used very strongly in our baptismal rituals, especially at the Easter Vigil and throughout the entire Easter season. The Easter Vigil itself begins in darkness. It has to begin only after complete sunset has set in. And we begin in darkness because that is when we celebrate that darkness is broken by the light, the fire, the Easter fire that dispels the darkness, representing the resurrection of Christ from darkness into light. It's also represented by the Easter candle that we light and we process into church, representing the light of Christ that now lives in the very midst of darkness. And all the people in church have their candles lit to represent their connection to Christ, who now has become for us the light of the world. And so throughout the entire, and then of course connected with that is also the famous Exulted that is sung, the praise of the Easter candle, in which, again, representing Christ, who dispelled the darkness of our lives, has now become the light of our lives and of the world. And so, during the entire baptismal ritual, light plays a key role, primarily a baptismal candle, but also the whole notion of each of the candidates for baptism is given after they've been baptized, is actually given the light that is lit from the Easter candle, given to them as a symbol of what they are to carry with them in their lives, the light of Christ that represents the insight, wisdom, knowledge of God and how to live the way God wants us to live. This light is continued during the entire Easter season. Our Easter candle is lit throughout the entire Easter season. And that candle is also present whenever a baptism takes place. That candle is lit also whenever funeral happens, because that light is always with us in our journey through life, both from from beginning with our baptism all the way to our death. So Christ is our light, and Christ, in our baptism, we are given that light not just for ourselves, by the way. We are given that light to share with all of the world. We are called to be the light of Christ to all the people that we come into contact. All our encounters, all that we say or do should reflect the light that Christ that we have been given at baptism. So fidelity to our baptismal call essentially calls us to be the light to the world that Christ has been for us and that Christ will continue to be for the whole world till we are united once more with Christ at the end of time. So I hope that this brief exploration of light as a key symbol during Easter and during our baptismal rituals has been enlightening for you, sharing some wisdom and insight that of why we see light as so crucial in our baptismal rituals and why it becomes a symbol of what we are called to be in the world, namely the light of Christ. Thank you, and I hope you will come again as we explore further symbols of the Easter season and our baptismal commitment. Thank you.